So it's obviously made up of 16 chapters. So we'll leave chapter 16 out of it for these purposes at least, because that's a chapter of final instructions and goodbyes, if you like. So we'll leave that chapter out of it. And the first 15 chapters really divide into two unequal halves, if you like. Both halves addressing issues that clearly have been raised by and are practical to the believers in Corinth. So it's a very hands-on, practical letter, almost the opposite in that respect to Paul's letter to the Romans. Romans is obviously the only letter that Paul writes to a group of people that he's never met before. And so that's what scholars call Paul's non-occasional letter. He doesn't know what the occasion is that he's writing into. So he gives the best version of himself, which is fairly rabbinic, as you might imagine. You do get that in all the other letters, but in 1 Corinthians, like all the others, they are written into live situations. And it's the live situation that dictates, as it were, or rather determines what Paul's going to say. And this letter is the most specific in terms of speaking into situations. So the first 6 chapters look as if Paul is addressing two problems related specifically to Chloe's people, the church that meets in Chloe's house, which is quite an interesting sidebar for the conversation that we're having today, but we'll have that another time. What does it mean that it's the church that meets in Chloe's house? How much is she in a leadership role in the church? And we'll have another discussion about that some other time.